should be no surprise. Oh, you cool down, dance it out to hide from all the things your dirty mind wants. You wanna see what's deep inside. Oh, and take it for a mighty ride. Oh, it gets on from all fire and dime from all the things your dirty mind wants. Out of my mind, yeah, and get a little low. Take off your black, baby, let me know, no. You can see what I can see. The night is wild and so are we. Out of my mind, yeah, and get a little low. I want the sky, baby, let me know, no. You can see what I can see. The night is wild and so are we. Out of my mind, yeah, and get a little low. Take off your black, baby, let me know, no. You can see what I can see. The night is wild and so are we. Out of my mind, yeah, and get a little low. I want the sky, baby, let me know, no. You can see what I can see. The night is wild and so are we.
Need somewhere I can spend my time. Can I spend my dreams with you? Go away somewhere we can hide. Let us leave since I am chased but not afraid. People misbehave. I'll be waiting for you. I am waiting for you. Run away. We can hide and be free forever. Just run away. Time is running and we should really know. We should all feel a certain shame. I'm ashamed we cannot change. No one knows what is coming next. One thing's for sure, we're out of time. One thing's for sure, we can't run away. We can hide and be free forever. Just run away. Time is running and we should really know.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heroes Core New Genesis Season 3, Episode 3 Get to Gnome Us, Part 2. Carmilla, what is a gnome?
Finger foods?
Oh,
No
okay.
malicious.
Okay.
She's a vampire. Little finger foods.
That's fair.
Okay.
Alright. So hi everyone, how are we doing? I'm gonna switch over to our cast's screens now, so that we can introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm PA Kenny USA, aka RT Studios, Patrick Kenny. I play Harper West, as you all know. I also am the GM of today's game, and always the GM because GM.exe goes burr. And yeah, I play Aurora and a bunch of other fun characters that we'll meet today. I'm gonna actually pass it over to our dear friend. Thank you, Lemon, for being a hero and subscribing for 34 months. That is a lot of heroes.
Oh, wow, that is nice.
That's a lot of prestige for being a hero for 34 months. Congratulations.
Well, he is my very brave knight,
that
which
is
is
true.
a hero.
Yes. Yes. Also, we have a couple new people in chat who I'd like to recognize as Mr. Felix. Welcome on board. So you may have noticed that we have a new feline in our midst, but we'll get to them at the very tail end of our introductions. Sorry for the pun, but go ahead, Lapis. We'll go around the table.
Oh, we're going. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
There is no dumb cat here, Felix.
That is not a dumb cat.
That is a
That
very
is a very
sentient
smart cat.
That is a very sentient cyber cat. Go ahead, Lapis.
Hello, my name is Trisha Welsh. I play Lapis Witch. The leader of this menagerie.
That's putting it lightly.
Very. And
Yes.
oh boy, is she gonna have some fun yelling at some
Psych
people.
ward? Psych ward? That's probably more appropriate.
Psych ward.
Yeah, that's true.
That's down the hall. That's down the hall. 3 doors to your left. Make a right. Make another left, and then make another right.
Mhm.
Go about 6 feet. Make a third right.
I'm going to pass it to the wonderful speedster.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I play the very charismatic Kratos, who rivals many other demigods in power and prestige.
IHA, please
Okay.
nerf.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
2 OP, please nerf.
Tried to come up with something creative.
You're good. Alright, who are you passing on to, Kratos?
I'll pass on to Carmilla, I guess.
Oh, right. Hi, I'm Katie Wynn. I play. Since everybody is so full of themselves, I am the Queen of Vampires, which is probably actually true.
That's a job that must suck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but at the same time, I get to take a bite out of crime, so you know.
Felt that.
Yes.
All right. So yeah,
And we have a
that person go.
yes.
Oh, is it to me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, the next person. I am Simon T. Cat, and I will be playing the titular Nomi. And the cool thing is, I am a deep gnome rogue who grew up in a mining colony on a distant asteroid. And I tend to be observant and analytical, but also I be very charming. So it might be holding me back in my chosen career path of sycophant.
All right, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that is where we're gonna be. Oh, the cat is very quiet. Yes. Could you actually boost your mic for us, Simon?
It's my little. Well, I'll move closer to it. All right.
Sorry about that, folks.
Okay. Give me just a second.
Yep, we're gonna do a quick audio check here.
I have to access internal comms.
Boost you guys a little bit louder on my
That
end.
should be a little more like it. I'm leaning toward the microphone. Hopefully, you can hear me now.
There we go. And I also boosted you. You guys will be peaking a little bit, but I do apologize to our audience's ears, but that's as best as I can do
Everybody
without. All right. All right. Thank you, Lemon.
okay.
Excellent. Glad to hear.
Thank you.
All right. And with
Thank
that,
you,
ladies and
Lemon.
gentlemen, we'll be right back after the opening intro. Please stay tuned.
Cold inside, tore my mind, stole my peace. I prayed for ease, but feared that my days were over. That emptiness is hard to pass. To fill that gap, you need to open up. All your days are over. But you sent your light to be found now. It's like my engines overflow, and I am fueled, it's time to go. Oh, we are in this rush, it's love in the fast lane. I feel I'm strong beyond belief, and this is happening to me. I'm shouting, no, there's no
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Heroes Core New Genesis Season 3, Episode 3. Getting to Gnome Us. Would anyone like to recap what happened last episode?
Well, it won't be me.
No, you weren't there. You were on a seminar. So you have no
Yes.
speaking power on this.
Essentially, we saved a train full of people while destroying the train.
That's putting it lightly.
The engine is completely demolished. The half of it's in the riverbed and half of it's somewhere in a forest.
Yes, and also the track for the Sota Express is now completely destroyed. And there is now a quarter-mile long trench.
Ravine.
It is now turned into a canyon and is the local townsfolk have decided to christen it as the Kratos Canyon. It's now a tourist site.
Oy vey.
All right, and it's been about 3 to 4 weeks. We're going to do a slight time jump. You are all in your dormitory in the IHA headquarters building underground, underneath the old theme park of the sorry, I'm blanking. The old theme park of the Worlds of Adventures theme parks. Worlds of Adventures theme parks and attractions at Tokyo, Japan. The year is, as we all know, 3740. Just so that our new players can get some context. In this universe, it is a cyberpunk sci-fi universe. So, right now, superheroes have kind of popped into existence, and it's been about 5 years since that's happened. So, if you think of My Hero Academia and Quarks and all that other stuff, it's kind of similar to that, but it's more common. But also, right now in our universe, villains have taken over and basically rule the planet. Now, they give the populace free reign to do whatever they want, as long as there's limited hero activity. And by limit, I mean heavily limited. So, heroic feats, actions, public, heroic events have to be, quote unquote, sanctioned by the jurisdictional villains. So, the IHA, which is the Intergalactic Heroes Agency, has some limited authority, but they fall under the kind of like a independent organization that's secret, and the villains kind of oversee this organization's operations. Does that make sense, Simon?
Yeah. This
Okay.
works out pretty well. I might not be familiar with all of the cosplay by haircut, but I think I've got the gist.
That's fair. As long as you understand the concepts.
We're playing Blade Runner.
Basically, essentially. All right. So, we are going to start in the
that we would like to see change by the end of the season is the fact that we are run by supervillains.
Well,
Like
that's up to you guys as players to determine that, and what happens later on in the story is up to you. I have limited control over what you guys do. So, with that being said, let's jump into today's game. We are going to begin about 3 weeks after the whole incident with the train, this Sota Express, which, by the way, is still playing and being rerun heavily on the national and local news channels. It's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. And it's kind of distracted a little bit from your studies because it's like the big buzz in the academy. But the teachers have kind of put a damper on things and said, like, you need to return to your studies. Also, they've made an announcement, or there's been rumors going around the academy halls and the dormitories that the annual Heroes competition and recertification exams are coming up in 2 days. And this time it's being hosted on the Mars's surface at the IHA Planitia training grounds. So yeah. We're gonna start off in the dormitory. Who is in the dormitory right now? Lapis, you are currently not, so you're not in this scene.
I
I mean,
would, as I'm still sort of healing up, sort of.
So you'd be in the medical ward. The
My
nurse's
rose is
office.
still kind of almost mended, but not quite.
Okay, so you're in the recovery ward of the medical unit. That is fair.
Yeah, like I said, Kratos has accelerated healing,
Yes,
but it's nowhere near as good as Wolverine or Deadpool.
that's fair. All right, Carmilla, where are you?
in the dorms, pacing back and forth because, unlike the rest of them, she is the only actual human in this group and has never actually left Earth except to go to Big Brother Orbital.
That is true. So you're pacing
So
back
she's
and
having a minor freak out.
all right, let's have a little scene with that. You're pacing around back and forth in your room, and I'm assuming you're the only one in your dorm room area right now. And you have a class. You have a class in just about 30 minutes, and you are not prepared because you have not been studying at all.
Nope.
No, she is still more concerned about going to space.
That is fair. As you're pacing back and forth, what are you saying? What are you doing?
She's basically going, how does one even live on another planet? I don't under and all of this is in deep accented German. She is basically going how, why, what, where, just muttering.
As there's a chime on your door.
I mean,
The door slides open, and you're expecting one of your professors, another student, or someone standing at the door. There's no one there. The door opens. Roll me a perception check.
with that, I can roll from the sheet.
Yes, you can.
2.
You look around and you're like, maybe the door's broken or something. It's this old facility. It must be broken. Door slides shut, and you resume your pacing.
Yeah, she's still. Yeah. Eventually, the alarm on her watch will go off, saying she has just enough time to actually get to class, and then she.
Yep.
But until that moment, she will pace.
Yeah, you're pacing. All right, we're gonna quickly cut over to the senior counselor's office. Lapis, you're sitting in there with your mentor counselor, Aurora, on the opposite side of the table across from you. In her office, it's a small, kind of tiny office, no windows, no doors. Well, no windows,
well,
one door.
There has to be a door. I got in here.
Yeah, no windows, but one door.
You're in a room with no windows or doors. How do you get out?
No. And we
Sounds like the haunted mansion.
we're not doing that. That's the Halloween episode. We're not going to talk about that yet. So Aurora says, so as you can see, and this is kind of like the tail end of your debrief. So, as you
Mhm.
can see, the news is all over the place. I've had to do my part to tamp it down so that we don't get noticed as an organization. And you're.
Looks like the three of them made as big a splash as they could, and we're trying to, as you said, trying to. And you want me to be in charge of these three?
That's what I tasked you to do, Aurora
And
says. She's
the day
tapping
that
her pen, like the ballpoint pen on her desk.
and the day that you send me off to go get thank you. The day that you send me off to go get training so that I can keep an eye on these three,
I
an
did not.
incident happens.
Yes, and our special operations team is looking into that. Also, there's apparently some sort of security breach that we've been made aware of. As to, and I'm sure you've read the file. She slides the manila folder across the table. There is a
Yeah.
security breach with potentially one of our upper classes. We haven't identified or narrowed down which, but it appears that someone in that class, we don't know who yet, has managed to get into the server room and trigger an all hands. As to how they were able to do that, I have absolutely no idea, because as you know, according to policy, I'm the only one in authority who can issue an all hands. So someone must have stolen my credentials. Don't worry, our security teams are currently reconfiguring the servers as we speak. But as for you and
Eh.
your team's shenanigans, I would like you to rein them in.
I wasn't there when they did when they did the shenanigans to begin with. I was off per your orders.
She
To
holds
learn
up
how
a
to.
finger and immediately silences you, just by holding up a finger. You will listen and not speak until I lower my finger. I would like you to know that our security staff have been made aware of this entire situation, and as a result, we have increased enhanced monitoring for your particular students. If they get out of line again, my security team will not hesitate to, how shall I put it lightly? Put them down temporarily, of course. Also, there is a legal matter I do have to address as the phone starts ringing, and that is our time. I have another call to answer. She lowers her finger and allowing you to speak.
Thank you. I will go and talk to them.
Also, don't you have a class in? She looks up at the clock. 5 minutes that you have to teach.
Thank
Heroing
you.
101.
The what?
Heroing.
Yes.
I guess you
How
best
you
get
talk-
to it.
How you talk me into teaching a class, I don't know, as she gets up and. So.
Have fun. And she says, yes,
Eh.
this is Aurora. Yes, we are prepared. Yes. As you leave the room. That's the last yes you hear.
Yeah, that's the last yes I hear. So I go down the hallway
To the
into my
classrooms.
classroom. Yeah, into my classroom.
Some of the students are in there, just kind of all excited, rowdy, and they're all talking, sitting around the desks. Some of them are sitting at their desks. Some of them are just kind of standing around. And one of them is saying, "So, have you heard about the new hero recertification tests? I heard they're going to be very challenging. Apparently, we all had to pick special environments for us and the simulators, and they're going to be probably using that." As you walk in, Carmilla, where are you right now? In class or on your way?
Hauling ass through the hallways.
Okay, that's fair. Kratos, where are you? You're still in.
I would have just been released from the medical ward.
So you're also making your way to class. You are going to be about 5 minutes late. It's on the opposite side of the
Yeah, but I have an
headquarters.
excuse from the medical
You
staff.
have a doctor. You have a nurse's note. So yes, you are technically excused. As for Carmilla, that's a different story. Lapis, you are in
Yes.
the. You are standing at your podium at your desk in the classroom. These students are very rowdy.
Yeah,
You
I
also
walk
have
up.
a
It's
note on your desk saying that there's a new student who is going to be joining your class from the sidekicks
right.
sidekicks division.
So, I go. Is there like a? It's not a chalkboard.
It's a hollow board, hollow like
Okay.
chalkboard. It's like
Can
what we
I
call a
produce-
Promethean board, but it's essentially a hollow board.
Right. Okay. Can I create on the hollow board like nails going across a chalkboard? You know that noise?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the noise.
Everyone in the
'cause you-
room needs to roll a who is currently in the room. That would be you, Simon. I need you to roll a what would it be? A charisma saving throw.
Oh dear. I am
Also,
so sorry.
You suck. All right.
yes, I do.
Uh,
GM.exe,
I am so sorry.
first roll of the game for our new player.
is it minor meta question? These are all just self-reports because we're not linked into anything.
No.
Okay, normal roll.
Yep.
I have a charisma of 6.
That's
I did
better.
roll
That's
a
better than
natural
Thorn.
20.
Oh,
I did roll
nice.
a natural 20.
Nice.
So
you were unfazed by this high pitched screech. But like it does make you slightly cringe and your whiskers do stand up. Well, not your whiskers, but your
my ears.
Your ears do perk up, and you kind of get tighter and more at attention. And a lot of the new students notice that you're kind of like up front in the front of the front row, but they haven't
My
even
head
talked
doesn't
to
clear
you.
the chair.
Yeah, they haven't
Yeah.
talked to you, and they haven't like introduced themselves. You are kind of like that anomaly in the classroom that no one wants to talk to.
Oh, I have a oh, what is it? I have like a stealth of 17 with advantage. So that might explain maybe why I'm going unnoticed.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Actually, roll me that stealth check for me. Even though you're technically not trying to stealth, but we'll just say for narrative's sake that.
Yeah, for narrative's sake, just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want to see how good you are at stealthing.
27, and those were those shitty rolls.
Okay. Yeah, no one in the class even knows that you're in the class. They just think there's just an empty chair in the classroom still. And the bell goes doo, doo, indicating the time is time. It's time for class to start. And you notice, Lapis, 2 seats are empty. One of them is currently in the medical ward. However, the other one is going to be an unexcused absence. Or a late arrival, maybe.
My 2 favorite students. Okay. Hello, students. Now that
Hello,
I have
Professor.
your full attention, you lot didn't even notice that I had walked into the room. Did you?
Sorry, Professor. No, Professor, you hear from several students.
All right, all of you in your seats.
You notice that all the seats are like some of them are shifting in their chairs excitedly.
I would like to add the last 30 feet for Carmilla
Oh no.
our Misty Step. She's basically, once she hits the door, she's gonna Misty Step to her desk.
There. As there's a subtle
Whoosh.
whoosh and a flutter of like class notes from neighboring student's desk as you appear in your seat. Like a second
Acting
after the
like-
bell rings.
Acting like nothing happened.
Nice of you to
I was
join
here
us.
the whole
Yeah, you were here the whole time. Uh-huh.
Actually, roll me a perception check, and Carmela, roll me a stealth.
Okay.
And because she rolls with disadvantage and stealth for some reason.
That's fair.
I had a 23 on my perception.
Yeah, the teacher notices you're absent. You're late arrival. All right, Professor, go ahead.
Yes. All right, so you are all in the class Heroes 101. Make sure that is this the first day of class?
This is like the second-ish day.
Second-ish day? Okay.
Yeah. First day was kind of
Technically,
like
I've
orientation. The second day is actually class.
Okay, so I've already handed out my
Syllabi.
my rubric and
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. All right. For this particular class, we are going to talk about no cakes. No, wait.
Of course, I waltz in a couple minutes later.
There's a loud like bang
Mhm.
as there's like a disturbance in the back row, and there's another flutter of papers and some shocked faces as the door to the classroom is thrown open and there's that loud bang in the back of the classroom.
Ah.
Yeah. And sitting there almost out of breath.
It's Kratos.
Kratos, yeah.
Okay,
His hair
Kratos would not be out of breath for
Well, not
for a
out of
short
breath, but he's
like that.
his hair's all a mess.
Like he stuck his finger in an electric socket.
Kind of.
Called Speed Force
Yep.
for a reason.
Yep.
All right, students, turn to your books.
And my medical note would be on her desk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She stood up for the. She's come up from her desk. She knows it's her, but she's come up from her desk and standing pretty much like at a podium. Because I'm going to do this just like a college.
Professor, please do.
Yeah. All right, students, please turn to your books on page 5. We are going to go over the text. We're going to read through the text. Make sure you all understand it. Remember that there is a pop quiz at the end of the week.
There's a very subtle aww. And then the student chimes up. It's like, well, at least it's not really a pop quiz, Professor, if you're letting us know about it.
No, it's a pop quiz because we didn't know ahead of time. Have
It
you
would-
never?
We just don't know when she's going to issue it.
That would have been a surprise quiz if you all didn't know about it.
The student like sticks at her forked like tongue. She's a snake person. At you, Kratos, and says, with a hiss, never mind.
That the snake girl freezes and drips of blood are seen on Carmilla's desk.
Carmilla.
What? He was being annoying.
What is the policy?
So release the blood curse.
She Lapis kind of rolls her eyes. Now she's looking at all of her students. Does she notice the new one?
You notice a pair of pointed ears sticking up from one of the front chairs.
Now, is this the first time that I've seen them in class?
Yes, you've seen them in the halls, but you haven't seen them in your class, and you didn't know that they were going to be one of your students transferred from the sidekicks division.
Ew. Now, when we had our first day, I made sure everybody introduced themselves, but would you mind introducing yourself?
No. I would not mind introducing myself at all. I need to actually look something up. Yeah, I have a prepared speech. You can see I have 400 index cards, which I will be going over in detail. This is all you can see of me behind the desk.
Yeah.
I can just see this day one.
Yeah, And then it's like yes, my name is Nomi, and I've been wrongly classified as a sidekick. I believe that you will find that you will need to reclassify me as soon as possible to the correct hero status because I've analyzed all the data systems here, and I find them to be very poorly designed and poorly protected.
One of the students sitting next to you who's a very heavy set character, looks over at you and says, who's this? As he looks down at leaning over his chair as the chair creaks under his weight. Wow, you are small for a hero.
Hey, heroes come in all sizes and shapes. We do not discriminate.
I'm gonna do a sleight of hand on shuffling my cards to look for the correct response. To that
Yes.
while I'm looking for a comeback, I have them written down.
Of course.
So,
roll that sleight of hand check.
I got a 12. I got a not a great charisma.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand. Have advantage. Roll. This is a 27.
Nice.
Nice.
You immediately your
Flutter
cards
through
just go.
them, and I flutter through them, and I just say, well, I didn't realize they made superhero costumes in circus tent.
When Lapis hides the smile behind her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to be a fine paste on the floor here in a minute.
As the overweight hero who calls himself Blubber, yes, that is his hero name, says, I could just sit on you and you'd be incapacitated.
At this point, Carmilla speaks up and says, try it, fat man, and I will drain you like the giant grape you are.
Not
He
before I
doesn't use an accent like that, but
before I pound your lifeless body into a submission.
All right, children.
I'm gonna
immediately.
Hang on. One person at a time. One person at a time. It was
Kratos.
I think that was our wonderful cat friend speaking first. Please speak.
I reshuffle my cards and I say, look, I know what you're selling on your OnlyFans page, and I'm not gonna pay for that if that's what you're talking about.
And
I, for one, will not put up with anybody bullying anybody.
Here from the back of the room. And Lapis, go ahead. You said, now, children. And all the heads turn to face, at attention. Every single one of them.
I have some rules in this classroom. And most of you know them. But one of the rules in this classroom is we do not bully other students. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Lapis. You hear, in unison from several students.
One of them is in German.
Of course. my character kind of raises an eyebrow over to where Carmilla is. Raises an eyebrow. Thank you. Now, let us continue on with the lesson.
And we're going to do a quick time jump. The hour and 30 minutes have passed, and you hear the ringing of the bell. I'm not going to make the sound. But you look up at the clock, Lapis, after this long-winded explanation about what a hero is, how a hero operates, what saving lives does. All the
And why
starting
don't
basics.
why don't some heroes wear capes? Some of them do.
Yep. As one of them raises a hand during the class and says, "But wasn't there this one lady who, way back in 3112, said that capes are dangerous?"
That was a movie, and I know which movie you're talking about.
She lowers her hand. "Yes, Miss Lapis. Sorry."
Now, all of you will have homework for tonight. You're to answer the questions at the end of page 7. Please make sure if you are going to handwrite them, make sure it's legible. You may type up your answers.
And then you look at Camilla,
Oh.
and please next time don't write if you are going to write your responses in hand, please don't write it in blood.
Well,
ballpoint
all
pen
that's
and I
going on,
won't have
Kratos is speed reading the chapter work and doing the questions
And she's
in
not
about
expecting. Yeah.
2 minutes.
All right.
As a piece of paper literally appears out of thin air on your podium, and it's Kratos' homework. He has now left his chair and is gone.
Heading to the gym to get in a good workout.
Yeah.
Nomi, you are still sitting in your chair, absorbing all this material in the book, and your eyes are just kind of glazing over at the pictures of heroes and supervillains and stuff like that in your book.
Mhm.
Bell has rung. It's been at least 2 minutes, and you're still staring at this at the end of the chapter. You're the only one
Okay.
left in the classroom besides Carmilla and maybe one other student.
Yeah, now's probably a good time to tell somebody I don't know how to read. Sorry, go ahead. What?
Lapis.
Yeah, that might be useful.
Yes.
Lapis.
Lapis is sitting at her desk, and she has taken what Kratos has done,
Mm-hmm.
and she goes, "Well, you'll be the first one I mark next time we meet." Kind of putting it like in a pile. And she's sitting there doing the administrative work.
Yep. And she noticed that there are still students in your classroom. One of them
And she
seems to
goes,
be staring blindly at their textbook.
Textbook is upside down.
Yes.
Nomi?
Hmm.
Are you all right? You do realize that book is upside down?
Wait, books have a side?
As you flip it face down.
I put it face down. Yeah, I put it face down. Now I read the back cover.
Okay.
Colorful anyway.
I'm going to. Is this insight or is this a perception?
Insight.
Okay, that's fair.
Now I'm gonna ask Nomi to roll an intelligence check.
Oh, I was gonna pull my accommodation slip out of my pocket in a minute, but I don't know what that is because it's written. Yeah, intelligence check. Sorry, intelligence, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm fairly smart, but I just am not.
Book smart.
I think I haven't left the caves. 17.
Yeah, I rolled a 14 on my insight.
Yep. You can tell something is not right with this particular student's behavior. Not that it's bad or anything. Go ahead.
Do you pull out the piece of paper, Nomi?
I don't think I need to because I don't know that anything's really wrong yet.
Right.
I mean, I should have said yes. I have this thing that I just made up on the spot here, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
As you're
I'm
just
also gonna
staring at the back cover, trying to pronounce the
staring at the back
words.
cover. I'm tracing my finger over it like I'm expecting to feel the text. You know, 'cause I'm tracing my finger over it
Mm.
like there's like it should tell me something.
Right. I come out from around the desk. I've seen this.
Yep.
Fortunately.
I keep pressing lighter, pressing harder, pressing softer, running my finger along the edge and trying to along the edge of the spine because that looks important.
Is there something wrong with your textbook?
Well, it doesn't seem to have any words in it.
And
I
now
also start smelling it too.
she has actually gotten up and walked not behind the desk, but slightly on the side,
Adjacent.
so
Yeah.
she can see what's what's in the book.
So you can see the back of the book. Yeah, it has a back cover.
Yeah, it's a
Yep,
hardback.
and it should have words on the back cover.
Yeah. I'm trying to smell along the edge, along the spine. Rub my finger on it.
And then you proceed to
I
lick your
tap
finger.
it twice I tap it twice at the top. Nothing happens, so I don't know. We're in what year?
We're in what year are we in?
3740, and they still use textbooks.
Yeah, maybe year.
At least in this,
from
this
an
environment.
asteroid. We don't have trees. All right.
Yeah. Well, first off, and she gently picks up the book and turns it the right way.
Okay. I look at you a little shocked that you're touching my book, but okay.
And she puts it back down. I mean, she's. And first off, it goes that way.
Yes.
And second of all, there are words on the page.
And pictures.
And pictures.
I definitely look at her about pages. I definitely have this sort of a
that kind of look.
yeah. Pages.
Where did you say you were from?
Daktari Alpha. And, like outer Daktari Alpha. And yeah, just the good old fashioned mining colony. We mine yttrium crystals and also one of the rare isotopes of iridium. It's used in the seals around bottles of oral gel. Only place in the galaxy.
An inspiration point for that. that
Very good.
That character, like, just pulling.
Don't have to repeat it, but yeah, basically yeah. But yeah, no, I think I don't know what your data pad is. This is weird. It doesn't smell right. I can't feel the words. This is a very weird thing.
That's not a data pad. That's a book.
Lock.
She has with her like a piece of paper, or she's run over a notepad, and she takes out like a pen and she writes B O O K, like spaced out like the letters.
No.
Look.
They all smell the same. Did you just write the same letter 15 times?
No, I only wrote one letter twice. Just the O's.
I run my finger over the ink impressions. I kind of can feel something, but okay. Your data pad's really weird. So you can just erase it now, right?
Well, she did write this in pencil, so yeah, she actually takes the eraser end of the pencil and goes erase, 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 erase.
Well, I'm totally fascinated by pencil shavings all over the place.
That's fair.
Mhm.
That is fair.
As you start playing with the pencil shavings.
At
The
this
eraser
point,
shavings too. I'm huffing the eraser shavings. Actually, they're an aphrodisiac on my planet.
Ah.
So I might need a moment, but I scrape them all into a pouch. And then I say, I'm not sure that you should be doing this as a teacher, but if it gets me a better grade,
I look
Nice
I look over at Carmilla and go, do the what the shrug at her.
she just shakes her head. Like, I have no idea.
As the other student looks over and like closes their textbook and says, "Professor, when is the you said the hero certification exam is in
In 2 days.
2 days, yes. Can I get a permission slip to use the simulator again? This is like the 5th time they've used the simulator.
Are you still not prepared for your tests?
I haven't decided on an environment yet.
All right.
I mean, I can't imagine what works well with tape.
Yes, they are
She
literally
likes-
like a tape. They are like the tape character in the thing.
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
their name,
that was
their name
that
is
was the
Scotch.
point.
Their name is Scotch.
Oh, that is not okay.
Southern accent.
Yes, Southern accent. The whole
At
nine
least
yards.
it's not duck or ducked.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the word Scotch made me think of if it's not Scottish, it's dot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was what I was thinking. So my character walks back to her desk, sighs, physically writes out a permission slip, goes back to the student, and goes, "Here,
Thank you, Professor.
you need to choose an environment."
All right. I'll think long and hard about this. I'll be in the simulator, and thank you, Professor. As they stride out of the classroom, and their foot gets stuck on the floor. God damn it! They say.
Oh,
Their
thank you,
ability
Lemon.
went off. It's almost like they stepped in a wad of gum on the floor, but it's actually their ability going off accidentally because they're so nervous. And they just
Scotch.
try and
That's not right.
lift their shoe, and you hear,
Dodge.
"Yes, Professor." As she sets her other foot down, turning around, you hear like the sticky shoe on the floor kind of sound.
Yeah. Breathe.
She
Calm
opens her
down.
mouth, and her scotch tape tongue slowly rolls out.
Breathe, Scotch. You are fine.
I'm sorry, Professor. This is all
You know,
coming
you're-
on very fast.
I know. Just calm down. Breathe. Get something to drink. Get your head on straight. Okay?
She says, "Yes, Professor," as she
All right.
exits the classroom, and you just hear down the hall, squish.
Squish. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for somebody whose ability is adhesive, did you really have to use the keep your head on joke?
I was trying to bolster their their confidence. I think it was a joke, but I didn't think about that. Thank you.
I'm gonna get out of my chair, with my book and patter up to the doorway and look out and say, why are they pulling up all the tiles as they walk?
Oh, their special ability is that they're made out that they're tape.
They're stick.
They're sticky.
Well, that could come in handy in 0G.
Yeah.
It's
Very
sticking
much
down a
so.
tunnel and extract minerals they could clear.
True.
And there's an announcement on the PA. Attention all students. This is Administrator Aurora speaking. We'd like to let all students know that the faculty and staff have decided to advance your training and have decided to move the competition up one day. I hope you're all prepared for your certification exam. Good luck.
Aurora, what the hell are you doing? She's muttering that to herself.
As the PA chimes again. You were on that board that faculty meeting, and you
I know.
voted no.
I was very voted no. It's like, no, don't do this. Give them the 2 days.
Yep.
I kind of wander over to where Carmilla is sitting, going, well, you heard the announcement just as much as I did. Now you have 1 day to prepare for this lovely certification test for you, recertification for me. Joy.
Oh, goody. And here I thought I passed the test when I saved hundreds of lives, but okay.
I want to talk to you about that.
As
Oh,
there's
I'm gonna look up at both of you. Basically, I think I'm like mid-thigh high,
yep.
How tall are you, Nomi?
as short as I need to be funny.
Okay, that's fair.
But basically mid-thigh. I think gnomes. I'm going to make a
Gnomes are
presumption that gnomes are not super common, or at least my kind
Yeah.
aren't super common. That's why there's all these weird ass challenges with me.
Yeah.
Let me know to knock it off if that's a problem.
No, that's
But,
fine.
I'm gonna look up at Carmilla and say, we always say if the supervisor ain't watching it, don't count on your timesheet. And I'm gonna toddle off to some other thing unless I can get in on somebody's practice round.
All right. You can
Alright.
go wherever you like in the dorm. You can go to the gym. You have reserved simulator time that you have not spent.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So you're
Right.
going off to
I'll-
one of the
I'll-
simulators.
I'll go away and find more trouble later. Let you guys
Yep.
get on with it. Thanks.
Cool.
But yeah, Carmilla looks at Lapis and okay.
So I am given to understand that you, Thorn, and Kratos decided that you wanted to go up to the space station, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, it can be rather boring around here.
Little bit.
And then when the accident happened, the 3 of you thought it was a good idea, while on the elevator, to exit the elevator?
Okay, so am I in the room right now or no?
No,
You went to
you
the
left
simulator.
already. Yeah, you went to the no, you went to gym.
Which is
Went to the
basically a
gym.
simulator.
Yeah.
One
So
of
you're
them.
not there.
I'm
Yeah,
just
this
running
is-
off some steam.
Yeah, you're running around the track around the facility. I'll say that.
I mean,
Almost at particle acceleration speed.
Yep.
All right.
Almost.
I mean, in all fairness, like we were content to watch it until well, I wasn't, but it seemed like everyone else was content to watch it. Well, until all hands sounded, and yeah, we went and stopped the train.
Well, I'm not angry at you per se, because I mean, you 3 did stop the train, although made kind of a spectacle about it. We are trying to keep ourselves more or less hidden. But I understand why you did it. No, I'm more angry not at you or Thorn, because at least you and Thorn had a way of
Knowing we'd be okay. Yeah, it was mildly idiotic. Even a bunch of Like, at least in that moment, but it ended well.
You have your wings, so
Mhm.
that you wouldn't die, coming down from the space elevator. Thorn had her whatever she had.
She crawled.
Again, well, she also, neither one of you made a humongous dent in the earth. No, it's Kratos that I'm upset at.
Yeah, as you realize that the chime to the PAs
Okay,
went off.
with diving from the elevator, I did not make a dent in the earth because I was able to deaccelerate enough to actually fly in a different direction
Yes, but you made
before
a dent.
hitting ground.
You made a
I
dent.
made a dent in a garbage can.
Yes, in a dumpster.
It was still quite the spectacle, because can you imagine a sonic boom and then
Trash flying everywhere.
metal crash? Yeah. Crash and the sound of metal collapsing.
Yep.
At any rate, so I understand. But it did sound like you did pretty well leading the group in my absence. So I guess what I'm roundabout asking here is I'm going to need a second. Second in command.
Oh, okay. Um,
Do you mind being that? I mean, it's this is my official asking. You can turn it down. I won't be upset if you do turn it down.
mm, nah. It's I'm I can do that.
Good.
Attention. Will
Oh no.
students Kratos, Carmilla, Nomi, Blackthorn, and Professor Lapis Witch, please report to the administrator's office immediately. Thank you.
What now? Come on, Carmilla.
You hear this
He
over the PA,
nods.
everyone.
What did I do?
Yes, I like that. What the heck did I do? I hear that.
As you're running, and you just come to a grinding stop.
For what it's worth, uh, she says in accented German,
Mhm.
it's sanguine, and she continues to walk.
Oh, is that your hero name?
She nods.
That's a nice hero name. Penguin.
As Nomi, you are bounding around the corner to the quote-unquote principal's office.
Yes.
Perfectly timed laugh, thank you.
Thank you, Hawk Song, for the perfectly timed laugh.
Yep. All right, and you all arrive at the doors, the ominous doors to the administrative's office. As the doors open, Honora is standing there, and she says, "Please come in. There's something I have to tell you.
Uh,
Okay.
okay.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble yet." As she eyes a select few of you. Not you, Lapis.
What? Yeah, I know.
I mean, Aurora just looks like I did what I was supposed to. I don't care if I get this. People lived.
Yeah.
People did
As you all
live.
sit down at the conference table in this small conference room. And Aurora says, "Okay, is everyone here?" I hope so. She
I
kind of
busily
eyes the
put my
room.
backpack on the floor,
Yep.
on the chair, and climb up onto that.
Yep. All right, good. Everyone's here. She closes the door and engages the privacy filter on the room. All right, so I've spoken to the administration, select few administration who know about what happened that day, the day in question, and we have more information about that security breach. My team members, as you know, Professor Stalker and and Eagle Eye have been very busy digging through the servers and have discovered that, yes, there was a security breach by one of our former students, an alumni of sorts, who goes
Really?
by and she pushes a button on the desk. Coming up on the screen is a visage of a cat-like woman in a trench coat.
Oh no, not her.
Yes, her. Sure you've all read about Secret Fang, aka what do we name your character at the end of season 2? Sorry. Out of character.
Cheshire.
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 Cheshire, number 2 on the most wanted villain list. She has somehow managed to infiltrate our security system, and who is the one who used my credentials to issue the all hands. She also has apparently planted several unusual accounts, user accounts, and student profiles within our system. We are still currently investigating. And with that is why I've decided to move the event up a day, as I need all of you to be my eyes, ears, and my surveillance while in the competition. We don't know which student will try to circumvent our security measures again. As a result, this is technically your first undercover operation as part of working with the school. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah.
Are there
Yes,
any
sir.
questions? She
No,
eyes
sir.
the room.
Ma'am.
You just get the word 9 from Carmilla.
That's fair. She says, all right, without further ado,
I pointedly avoid her eyes and gaze when she starts mentioning someone's interfered with the security systems on the computer.
and Nomi, I need you to stay here, as I have a few questions to ask you personally after everyone else leaves.
Whoa.
Somebody's
Yes.
Who?
the cat shrieks.
No, the gnome shrinks down off his backpack.
I sort of break down even further, even though I am on my backpack.
Yeah.
To engage tiny stealth.
Yep. And she says, I'm sure you all have training to do, and selecting some of you may have not finished selecting your environments yet. And some of you are due for recertification, which I'm sure you'll pass with flying colors, she eyes Lapis. But as for the rest of
Thank
you,
you,
this will be
ma'am.
your first certification exam. So I want you all to give it your A+. That being said, the rest of you are dismissed. Nomi, you stay. As she snaps her fingers and the door unlatches and opens, and the security filters turn off briefly. And the image on the screen disappears.
Yeah, as they go to walk out, Carmilla looks at Lapis and says, am I the only one that got the feeling she wanted to see how her lab project turned out?
Yeah, I get the weird vibe on that.
I'm more worried about Cheshire.
As the last person to leave, the door slams shut and locks. Nomi, you are sitting there with basically the senior administrator of this faculty, staring daggers at your forehead. Nomi.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for this.
I understand what you did in in the light of being a new student here and trying to change your class assignments and schedule in the administrative system so that you'd be moved to the heroes division. But there's a reason why you were put in the sidekicks division. But as far as that, I'm willing to let that slide for now and give you a second chance in the heroes division, but I want to hear a reason why you did what you did. Now's the time to come clean. Is that what you say?
I'm actually going to say that something to that. Yeah, I have no charisma, so this is going to be the dumbest thing I could say.
Pretty much.
Really smart, but I'm also kind of gonna fumble it that way too. No, I'm just gonna say because I think that the inherent system of bringing people in is has a fundamental, if not unconscious or subtle bias, and it does not account for all the things that I can offer. And I think that given a chance, we're much more than a footstool.
She sighs. And that is
Something
why
like
I have
that.
spoken to the administration and have granted you temporary provisional permission under my authority to be part of the heroes training under this division. But if you ever so again step out of line, Nomi, you will more than certainly be out of this program, this academy, and the last thing you'll see yourself is back on that mining asteroid of yours. All the way in... Sorry, GM.exe forgot the name of the asteroid or system, so I'm just going to say exposition here. And she says...
Okay, I've forgotten it too.
And she says, and if you even so as think about pulling another stunt like that again on our systems, your
Wasn't it
accent...
someone with a Tori Alpha system?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Doctori Alpha.
Tori Alpha system.
The outer Doctori Alpha system.
Yeah, outer Factory Alpha system. The...
Okay.
Yeah, fair. She says, you try to pull another stunt like that on our systems again, I will outright revoke your access and your accommodations to any form of digital access. Do I make myself clear?
I'm just gonna be so literal. Well, I mean, you look as solid as granite. Do you have like a superpower that makes you invisible that I'm supposed to be checking up on?
There's a bright bang and a flash, and she is all up in your face, like sitting in the next chair, leaning in over you.
I look up and my ears go back.
I am a god from another world. I'm sure you've read about me. I'm Aurora. And I'm also your principal and senior administrator of this fine institution. Now, are you going to answer my question, Nomi? Will you, or will you not, behave?
I had no intention of doing anything except that. Like
Good.
I said, I want to show that, I'm going to show that the system of signing sidekicks is broken, and that the hero selection system is also broken. I'm going to prove it to you through my actions.
She leans back.
That's a yes. That by the way, and
Yes.
in case you needed to know,
She understood.
that's a yes.
She understood.
Yeah.
And she just
I
rolled.
looked at her.
She rolled her intimidation, got very high on that. So that's why she did that maneuver.
Oh, that's even better. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy to be intimidated.
Yeah. And she looks at you
After
and
being
says,
sat on.
"Yeah." She looks at you and says, "Well, in that regard, if you're so adamant about changing the policies and the rule, I expect a formal report, 125 pages, handwritten, in my hands or on my desk by 0800 tomorrow morning. Do I make myself clear, Nomi?
I have a question.
And that would
I
be?
can't. I'm gonna need, because you guys don't have good books. I have no idea how you write things. I'm gonna need a chisel and about 400 liters of Mountain Dew. For reasons.
She says.
Where's the Mountain Dew? In the refrigerator. Sorry,
Is
I
it in the
had to.
fridge?
She
But
says.
I will need like writing instruments appropriate to my culture, which would be a lot of Mountain Dew, some diuretics, maybe some asparagus.
Mountain Dew, and I can write
Yeah.
if you dictate.
Fair. She says, okay, fine. I'll let you type it on this. And you don't know where this data pad came from. It's like it materialized out of thin air. But she slides it to you across the table and she says, that is to write your report. And only to write your report.
That's a great metamorphic worm. Somebody knows what they're doing around here.
Is that a Federation datapad or?
No, it's not a Federation datapad. It's just a stock, like, iPad kind of thing. And she says, if you do anything on that without my permission, it will be logged and monitored and reported immediately to me.
Okay, where's the sense port?
It just points to the side of the unit.
Okay, it's narrow. I gotta get good aim. Alright, I can do this. I still will need the Mountain Dew.
She says, fine. And she says, you're dismissed.
Dismissed? Okay. Hop down, waddle off, grab my books, waddle off, with this new pad that's like fully, like probably half my size.
It's basically like
under my arm.
it's not half your size. It's as tall as you are because it's a normal human size data
This
pad.
is better. Okay, I'm gonna try and wrangle a surfboard. Okay, here we go. So I got the guy. It's gonna be a bit clumsy. I've got a pretty good deck, so I'm gonna manage it with some aplomb. But if not, yeah, I got an 8 strength. So do what you will with that.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. It is now late evening, and you all are gathered in the dorm. And you notice that one of the beds in your dormitory has been made up, and apparently is expecting a new dorm member. As you all walk into your dorm, you notice a couple bags sitting there. Nomi, please describe what you brought with you as personal effects or luggage. What did you bring with you?
Well, gnomes tend to travel light.
That's fair.
So most of the luggage is made out of neutronium.
Okay.
So we've got 2 heavy neutronium chests. Do not ask how I moved them with a strength of 8. It just happened. And internal to them, there's probably let's see, what would it? There's a ton of little mechanisms and items, which would be the equivalents of things like thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Probably low and high tech versions of them, appropriate to the situation. I need some spending money, so I don't know what is the currency here.
It is universal credits, or UC.
UE.
UC.
So like kind of hamburgers, like $5.
Well, no, it's more like because fuck inflation.
Okay.
It's like a hamburger is $14 equivalent, or 14 credits.
14 UC.
1400 credits because tack on 2 zeros.
1400. Okay, 1400. So it looks like I have about 2.13 quintillion credits.
Yep.
In there because I didn't know how much money I'd need. And keep in mind, we are the only source of Oragel
That's fair.
coolant in the entire galaxy.
Yep.
So yeah, I have a $3.2 quintillion or credits. And that's all in unmarked small bills. So,
Small. They're actually
that's
not
in one.
bills.
That's
They're
in one entire. Well, they're small. They're like a half a centimeter each.
yeah, half
and
a
then,
centimeter, but they're not bills. They're like little chips, like little USB
Chippies, yes.
chips, like isolator chips.
That's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's in one case. In the other case is things like tools, some basic clothes. I think it'll be the armor, the kind of mining spacesuit that I have, that kind of stuff. I
You're
think
basically
that,
your
and
super
maybe
suit.
a picture of my super suit, and maybe about a dozen pictures of a lot of different people, and a data pad that says "Do not activate ever." With an AT&T wireless network logo on it.
That's fair.
So the equivalent of that level of unreliability.
Yeah.
That's what the 3.21 quadrillion credits is to pay that one phone call from AT&T. The long way home.
Oy
Yeah.
But anyway, that's roughly that's what I got. I don't think I have anything, deal breaking. I could have a mysterious, node, but that I was told, is an heirloom, and then I will just leave that up to whoever wants to fill that in.
So yeah, there's a weird glowy rock sitting on top.
Gonna hold it next to anybody from Krypton.
Yeah.
See what happens.
All right. And yeah. So you guys walk into the room and you notice this weird glowing rock on top of a very big box, metal box, sitting on top of the bed. That is all neat and folded, and like hospital corners, professional military grade. Like full on that kind of level of perfection. Who wants to
Which
go
is
first?
which is sad because Carmilla doesn't sleep.
Yeah, that's why her bed
Um.
was given up to another student. This is technically was supposed to be her bed.
Oh, that is fair. She's just gonna look at him go over there and just say, "Well,
Well,
enjoy."
Nomi's not in the room right now. He's making his
Oh,
way
is
to
he?
the room. You guys walked in on this scene.
Huh. Well, I suppose they didn't think I might wanna rest my muscles or something. Gave him a bed away.
Fuck.
As you pick up the rock, and I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
So,
Uh-oh.
And Simon,
D20.
yes, D20. Simon, I'm going to message you directly
Okay.
because I want to ask you a quick question about lore for this particular object.
I'm willing to make up crap as needed, sir. Where are you? Where's the
Direct DM.
it makes sense. Huh? If I knew what that was, I would be dangerous.
I got a 19.
Oh God. Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any advantage on the wisdom saving or anything?
No.
So I got a straight 19 then.
All right, 19. Please quickly DM me, Simon, what you think response to my question is.
Oh, deepest, darkest, like meaning not necessarily negative.
No, it doesn't have to be negative, but something that you would never reveal to anyone, even your teammates. Maybe something embarrassing. I don't know. Ooh.
I'm just putting something out there.
Oh, gosh, this is juicy. Yeah.
Again,
All
I
right.
was not
So
joking about that OnlyFans thing, guys.
Thank you. So as you touch this rock, you are literally yanked mentally out of your body into kind of like this memory that's not your own, and you're kind of like you're an observer in this scene, and you see a small creature that looks like Nomi.
Okay, so like a pensive.
Pensive, yeah. Yeah,
Harry Potter.
pensive, yeah. So you see this small creature that is Nomi. Well, that you think is Nomi, probably a little bit younger version. Like with a bunch of other creatures that look of similar shapes and sizes. They're a little taller. Nomi's kind of the runt, it looks like, of the group. And Nomi says, "Come on, guys, we need to get this cargo to the drop site quickly before the authorities come. The OC needs to." And then you hear, "Who are you?" "Oh God, they're here." As you see this creature spring into action as these two like alien-looking guards around the corner, and yep, that's fair.
Just in case you needed any extra,
Yeah.
but it sounds like you're just fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That is,
you
nothing
hear
I
alarms
typed is,
going
nothing I
off.
typed is important.
Yeah, you hear alarms going off and stuff like that, and you hear, "Warning: Energy core has destabilized. All personnel should evacuate immediately." As you hear rumbling and shaking of the ground around you. You don't feel it because you know this is kind of like a pensive dream. And you see this tiny creature swiftly and accurately dispatch these two guards in a mere matter of moments. You have no idea how it happened, but it is gruesome to the T. He has just assassinated two elite guards of the Obsidian Circle. As he jumps down off the ledge, as the two bodies fall to the ground, he says, "Okay, well now we need to hide those bodies, and we need to get out of here." As you see him running towards you, Kratos, in this dream, pass you, round the corner, and disappear, as the dream fades with a very violent snap back to reality. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
What did you roll?
19.
It's sudden, but you've experienced one of these before. You know what this thing is, and it is a dangerous object. It houses the deepest, darkest secrets of its original holder. And it's called a memory stone. This is one of the more rare versions to exist in reality. Only about 6 of these exist in this sector. The fact that one of them is residing in this very room is astonishing. As for who the owner of it is, you have a very vivid idea of who owns this memory stone. As to how they got a hold of it, that's a different question. As the stone slowly fades and stops glowing, its energy expended, it is now just a useless rock. What do you do? Hello?
Huh?
Kratos, what do you do?
I'm here.
Yep.
Like, sit back because I'm pretty much stunned at the moment. Like, wow, that was intense.
As you're holding this rock in your palm, Nomi, you walk in and see this behemoth of a muscular young man, holding your memory stone, sitting on
And
your bed next to your boxes. What do you do?
And a vampiress like waving her hand in front of his face.
Yes, that too.
He looks kind of zapped out.
Yep. Nomi, what do you do as you walk into the
dear.
scene?
I'll be, like scuttle along and then just do a little bit of a stop and mental reset as I take in whatever the hell may have just happened here. I'm also concerned that my stone was out of its box. That's okay. I'm gonna do a quick IQ test just to see how stupid I'm gonna be about this.
Intelligence check, please.
Yeah. 12. He's not gonna be too smart about covering this.
Yep.
So do I notice that the stone is deactivated, or is it obvious that it's like emptied into his skull?
Yeah, the memory is now in his mind. Because when you touch the stone, and I'll tell you this out of character, when you touch
Mhm.
a stone, whoever touches the stone for the first time except the holder, that memory is immediately transferred from the essence of the stone into the memory of what's called a receiver. And the stone becomes
Mhm.
completely obsolete, completely inert. It is a useless rock. It's a one-use item.
Okay, so he's like a psychological bottom then. What I'm
Yeah.
hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. And considering there's only like 4 of them, I mean the thing is, I don't know what's on the stone.
No, you do because you touched the stone, so the memory was transferred. You get to see
Oh,
it
I
at least
was
one
gonna.
time.
Can I add to the horrible lore of that?
Sure.
I put that into the stone. Think Doctor's Time Watch.
Oh, yes. I know what you're
Like
talking about.
a chameleon mark. So basically, I stuck that information into the stone so that telepathy wouldn't be a thing against me.
Yeah.
So he may have absorbed. Yeah. So I don't know. All I know is that stone is very important, and I'm a little bit annoyed about it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why are you guys touching my stuff? Can I have a rock back? And what's up with him?
No, he got nosy and well, she waves her hand in front of his face a couple more times.
That's when he snaps back.
Oh, Can I do a medicine? Oh, you don't need to do anything. I mean,
No. You could do a medicine check for a
Is it-
nanosecond.
because this is supposed to be created. No,
It's like
Kratos'
consciousness. It's like,
Yeah.
what the hell did I just experience?
Let me see. I rolled a net. Rolled 24 total
Nice.
for medicine.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Nice,
taking a
nice,
He is
nice.
picture.
going through a traumatic mental episode.
Going through a thing.
Well, sort
Is
of.
this, yeah, it's gonna be. Sorry.
I just experienced for the group.
Yeah, that would be funny. Actually, you could see me right in front of your eyes as I examine you. I'm like, I get up on your knee and I kind of peer into your vacant eyes. I think that would be funny.
As you see this gnome hand just stretching your eyelids and like peering into your eye sockets.
Check.
When I fully come to, I'm like, why is there a piece of lawn furniture trying to pull my eyelids apart?
Well, first off, I think he kind of has the right to, considering you're messing with his stuff.
Thorn walks in.
Oh, poke the stone.
What are you doing with the stone?
So all I did was poke the stone.
Thorn walks
That'll
in.
be my stone. I hope you're okay.
Thorn walks in. It's like, what's going on in here? I heard Oh, hi. Were you in our class earlier? What are you doing up on? Okay, this is very awkward, she says as she notices that the gnome is now in the lap of Kratos, like examining his eyes.
Yeah, Carmela just looks at Thorn and say, "Don't ask. It's a long story, and it's." She looks back at Lapis. Not worth it. Not worth the time, breath.
Is Lapis in the room?
You have just walked in behind Thorn.
Okay. What the?
I don't even know.
She just sighs and does that "I'm done with this" kind of arm motion. Her arms go up. She walks up.
Explain.
She
Wait,
walks up the wall and sits on the ceiling.
Yep. And Thorin just walks over to her bed. Says,
Okay.
well, if it's late, I'm just gonna see you in the morning. As she wraps herself in vines and turns herself into like a petaled cocoon.
Hey. So let me get this straight. You, Kratos, decided to poke something that wasn't yours.
Essentially. And turned out some sort of like memory device.
What?
What?
And I look at Nomi.
It was a what? That's cool. I didn't know that.
Well, okay.
I quickly write down on a pad of paper everything I saw within that vision
Okay.
and hand it to you.
Who are you handing that to? You handing it to Lapis or? Alright.
And any who wants to see it.
Alright.
And yes, I speed wrote this. It's a
It's like
Kind
chicken
of like-
scratch.
50 pages of what happened in the vision.
Yep.
Ah.
Very detailed, very expose. Yep, we get it. As it's detailing basically that this young student was a smuggler and assassin and was also known as a highly wanted target back in his sector of the galaxy. He is in all sense of the word, a wanted criminal.
Oh.
And my mind is still just trying to process everything I just learned.
He also committed essentially what we equate to mass genocide, because one of the mining facilities that you're reading about in this description that he apparently was in this memory, when they left, the ship left successfully, but the entire facility detonated in a massive explosion, killing all souls on the asteroid mining plant.
And that we are the sole source of steel on the in the galaxy now.
Yep.
Why it's so rare?
That was terrible.
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, no wonder my mind is struggling to comprehend what the fuck I just read or just saw.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If I was in my right mind, I would have had Nomi arrested right then and there.
There. But right now your mind is reeling.
Well, I'm gonna take the rock out of his hands if he's done with it,
He is.
and I'm
He
gonna still cradle it. What?
I hand
relinquishes
the-
the rock. Yeah.
Stone still is rubble.
But what?
I think he just destroyed your rock into a pile of dust.
But no, wait a minute. I thought you only touched it, not actually held it in your hand. Wait.
He was holding it in his hand.
Useless. As a memory stone.
Yeah, once it's used up, it's completely just a useless rock.
He still asks, like, if he goes to do that, like, even at that point, Carmilla will step in, because even if it's useless, he asks for it back. So if he destroys it, he's going to get a vampire bitch slap.
Battle. I'll tattle to the superintendent of whatever.
Yep.
Because if you destroy my property, that I don't know why I would do it, but yeah, it's an important thing to me. I think it's an heirloom. I think my great aunt on my brother's husband's side gave it to me a while back, but I don't remember when exactly. It was on Standard Holiday, and the Mariah Carey was singing.
Attention, students. It is now past curfew. Everyone should be in bed by now. Thank you. As the
On a
lights
side,
dim in the room.
Kratos would have had a relative that was affected by the Doctori Alpha
Mhm.
explosion.
Yep.
Kratos, give back the stone to Nobi.
Reluctantly hands it over, but you see the tears just stream out of his eyes.
The what?
Tears stream out of his eyes.
Well, I'm sorry if the rock hurt you.
The rock didn't do anything. The person responsible did. I
Well, let's go
know.
find them.
All right.
Hey, we should go find them because that's what heroes do. What can I do for you?
Roll me an intimidate check.
Who's
Kratos.
doing the intimidating?
Kratos.
Uh-oh.
And Nomi, roll me an insight check.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because I genuinely do not know what he's talking about.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Oh, I am oblivious.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, dear.
Kratos, what is your intimidate score?
A second.
Like 10,000.
We'll see. Okay.
Rolling now.
Yep.
Ooh, net 20.
Yeah. You are.
Perfect.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Something.
You're just going off to laugh. You gotta get that out of your system. Yeah, again, your family must have lived on inner Bacteria Alpha. And I'm from outer Bacteria Alpha, so yeah, this was really good.
I in the vision, one of the guards I saw was an uncle of mine.
Yep, that's fair. So yeah, yeah, you intimidate the living crap out of this poor little gnome. Nomi, you don't like this Kratos character. He scares you. As you say to him, why don't you go over there to your bed? I'm going to go to bed now and sleep.
I will say in a very accusational tone, you killed my uncle.
As that thought
And what did your what?
Yeah, pretty much. As you curl up into your bed sheets, tossing and turning.
Who's tossing and turning?
You
An
are.
asteroid killed my uncle.
Yep. As a vague memory slowly kind of surfaces in your mind as you're dreaming, more like a nightmare. We're gonna cut to the next day. As you hear, the sun creaks slowly through the slits in the window. And the first thing everyone hears is from the alarm clock.
None of them need an alarm clock.
Well,
Carmilla doesn't sleep.
well, no.
You can wake them all up.
Yes, but there's still an alarm clock in the room because someone brought one.
That's
Oh,
fair.
that would be me. Sorry about that.
That's fair.
Coming
However,
from inside the chest.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, she is making a lot of banging noises. Basically, up, 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 up. Now.
As
At least you're not going around and going, "Good morning, isn't it a lovely day?"
yeah,
Nope. She is giving. She is
Like the
giving them
full,
a
like-
lesson in discipline.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Excellent. So the pedal slowly peels open, and Thorn unwraps herself, and she's, I need some sunlight.
The only way you're gonna do that is to get up and move.
She slowly gets up out of bed, and she says, "Oh, is today the? Oh God," she says. She grabs her backpack, throws it over her shoulder. Now this is kind of like a satchel, as she wraps her vines around it, kind of like the straps of the backpack.
Yeah.
And she says, "Okay, where are we off to?" Good morning,
Well, it's-
students. If you are awake by now and haven't eaten breakfast, I do so quickly. Shuttles are departing for Mars in 1 hour. For those finding their own means of transportation there, good luck.
Yep.
Okay, for my crew, we have a class 10 personal shuttle.
No offense, I saw how you got here. I think I'm gonna take the IHA shuttle.
Okay, so one person's taking the IHA shuttle. Someone else. Who else is
She
going with
saw
Kratos?
she saw how Kratos came onto this planet. She's
Yep.
good.
That's fair.
That is fair.
hmm
And you know what? Lapis will also take the shuttle.
Okay. So we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. All of you have piled into the shuttle except for Lapis. Except for Camilla.
I hadn't gotten up yet.
Okay, you are still
Yeah.
sleeping.
Nomi will be the last one awoken.
Mhm.
She's
I'm gonna
just,
wake up. I'm just gonna put on my bathrobe and go find the bathroom. I assume it's a common.
Yeah, there's a common.
Okay, unisex probably. All right.
down the hall to the left.
Yeah, I got my scrub brush. I start trying to find, like, if you thought that writing and things were going to be a problem, personal hygiene is a whole other issue.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very
You
low
have-
lips on things. The urinal is not going to be a good experience for me. Sorry.
She says, "You have 10 minutes before we're leaving."
And Kratos is heading towards the orbital elevator.
She's basically saying, "You have 10 minutes to clean. You have 5 minutes to clean yourself and 5 minutes to get where you need to go.
And 2 minutes to eat, if you wish.
Grab a baguette on the way."
I think that there's probably some soap in there that I'll eat. Not knowing what it is. I'm also going to start reciting all the things I started reading in Hero 101 books. Like, chapter 7 is hygiene. A good hero is a clean hero.
Pretty much.
And so I'll just start talking about that and trying to go through all the things that I was taught about, like hair and ears and all that.
Yep.
Multiple appendages.
Kratos is in the orbital elevator with a box of donuts and 3 gallons of Baja Mountain Dew.
Oh,
And,
yeah, I still have like 4 gallons of that. Did you borrow mine?
Nope.
For my homework.
as
Yeah,
you're
I'll
all
start chugging a
gathered,
Mountain Dew as I go up. What?
yeah, as you're all sitting in the elevator going up to the shuttle bay, the doors slide open, and Aurora is standing there, and she says, "Well, students and potential heroes to be, welcome to the IHA shuttle bay. I believe your shuttle is over there on pad 7." She points to this shuttle it's not the worst for wear, but it does look like it went through something. And she says, "As for you, Miss Carmilla, you'll join the rest of the students on pad 8."
Wunderbar. And she turns and walks off.
Also, Carmilla, if you're mid stride,
Yes.
you'll be meeting the rest of your team, I believe, on the USS Silverlight Sea. The shuttle will drop you off at the shuttle bay there. We'll see you there.
Okay.
As
She
for
just kind of like, whatever, and walks.
Are
strides
we
on,
heading to the
Yep.
Silverlight, or are we
Yeah.
heading to Mars?
You're taking the Silverlight to Mars.
Ah,
And you hop on.
Kratos will also hand Aurora a report of what he handed Lapis as well.
Yep. And she says, "Thank you."
As well as mention of the memory stone.
She takes the notes and she says, "Thank you. I will read over these on our way over to the facility. I best you get in your get on your shuttle and with the rest of your team. We're about to depart." She signals to the tower, "All clear," as the the hangar days start opening.
I will leave with a word of warning: beware the gnome.
As she sits down in the staff's yacht, she reads this and says, "Knew that gnome was up to no good." As her shuttle launches and follows the rest of the students to Mars. We are now making our way to the it's been about maybe 2 hours. You are all on the bridge of the USS Silverlight Sea. And Kratos, you are sitting in your command seat. Where's everyone else situated?
Who wants what job?
Keep
Where
in mind
are
the
we?
weapon station is completely useless.
Somebody in the pilot seat.
Okay. My
Near.
Yeah, my character is not going to be flying this thing.
Sit in the counselor seat next to Kratos.
Carmilla's gonna follow the scent of blood to the sick bay.
So she's off at sick bay, not on the bridge. Got it?
Yep, she is getting a drink.
Yep.
You know, there are replicators on this tub, so you can replicate whatever you need.
You hear over the PA.
You remember I survived solely on blood, yes? It just kind of says to the void.
There's if you look into the computer system, you'll find blood types of several different alien species.
Yeah, no, I think I'll stick to human. Thanks.
I like how you said that.
Oh, I breathe a big old sigh of relief. I'm done.
Although technically it would have been done like this. Danka.
Yeah. Yep, fair. As you're traveling pretty much at what would be equivalent of impulse, but it's been maybe like 2.5 hours, and you're all just sitting at the. Some of you are sitting at the bridge, some of you are elsewhere on the ship, and
If you're gonna fly it, I'll fly the damn thing.
yeah, you're flying the thing. It's pretty much on autopilot, but you know. Yeah, and you
She will
hear.
come back to the bridge. She just wanted to drink.
Yeah, you come back to the bridge with a blood bag in your hand, and you notice that there's a sign on the door that says "No food or drink on bridge." As the door slides open,
My problem.
as you walk on with the blood bag, just completely oblivious to the rules.
I mean, it's only a drink to me.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
And you
that's
walk
true.
on. And you hear computer. You
Oh,
hear the
Felix pointed out that it's food and drink, and the sign says or.
food or drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fair. So he sorry, the ship's computer says arriving now. As you ship comes to a slow stop above Mars, the sunlit side of Mars, and there is from this distance you can see a man-made facility or some kind of superstructure down on the surface.
No, I can't. Why now?
And you start making your way to you're taking a shuttle down to the event center. About 45 minutes have passed, and you are now at the event center. And you're all gathered in the waiting area. The first tests. First tests are going to be a series of a series of rescue operations in a random environment. Each of you have put in your bids for your environments. As you're eagerly waiting for the lineups in those environments. Are you all ready? Aurora stands at the podium. Now, for those of you, there are 100 candidates in this hero certification. About 25 of those are recertification candidates. I hope you're all ready. As you'll be paired with one of your potential classmates. Now keep in mind, it'll be teams of 2 pitted against each other in a rescue operation. One team will perform the actions of the villains, while the other team performs the actions of the rescuing heroes. There will be civilians involved from the OSC, Observation Security Council, and they will be observing your actions throughout the training exercise. So keep that in mind, and treat this as if it were real, not a simulation. Your scores will result, and results will be counted against you if you treat this such as a simulation or another class exercise. And now for our chosen lineup. Oh, one more thing before she pushes the button. This is going to be a televised event, so with that being said, make sure that you put on a good show. As for our selected candidates, I'd like candidates in Team 1, Location 1, to be Thorn, and Thorn and Scotch, you'll be working together. For the opposing team members,
The 2 sticky.
Carmilla, you'll be working closely with Gnome in your own chosen environment.
Wait, who am I teamed with?
You haven't been selected yet. This is the first match.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go.
Well, little guy, you ready to win this thing?
Yeah.
He's looking at Nomi, yeah.
Oh yeah. I crane my neck back, hopping on
Alright.
both feet. Are we the hero or the villain?
You are acting as the villains.
Oh dear.
She'll actually hold her arm down so that Nomi can climb up on her shoulders if he wants.
Yeah. What is our environment again?
It is Carmilla's chosen environment. You'll see and Carmilla says, for those of you, you'll see numbers on the screen representing your chosen environments. For Camilla, your chosen environment is number 6. For Thorn, your chosen environment is number 1. Once you step through these doors, on either side of your chosen team's designated number above each door, you'll figure out what the environment was selected for you. Remember, use your environments to your advantage based on your current assigned roles. Good luck. Each team will be given 15 minutes to complete their objective. Either rescue the civilians in the holding area on the opposing side's team, or the villains, if you are participating in that role, overwhelm your opponents and capture their flag on their base. Retrieve the secret item from either side to automatically win the competition before time runs out. Do you have any questions?
Question.
Yes. She looks at you.
Are minions allowed?
Minions are permitted as long as part of your ability set, but you are only limited to 2 minions, major minions, for this exercise. That doesn't mean,
Oh.
Carmilla, that you can spawn 50 small henchmen. As one of the
No.
other students chuckles, I'd like to see her try.
If somebody would apologize to Thorn for me, she says. And she's gonna call for her parents as her minions.
Go for it. It's the memory of our recent mission. Fresh in my mind.
Yep.
She's gonna summon her ghouls, which
Mhm.
consist of either the doctor, which she isn't
Yep.
calling, and Thorn's parents.
Yep. Thorn looks a little bit concerned, and she says, "Okay, well,
They did say make this convincing and good. Sorry. For the record, they can take a lot more than they used to.
all right." And with that, the first trial begins. I am going to set a 15-minute timer. You guys have until then to complete your objectives. As you hear, and as the doors slide open.
Yeah, if Nomi's on her shoulder, she'll run in, beckoning the other two inside.
As you,
Sure, can you fill me in on who the parents are that just apparated here?
They are Thorn's parents.
I get that.
I had to. There was an unfortunate accident when Thorn got her powers, and I saved them, for lack of a better phrase. Unfortunately, it had side effects. Side effects I am now going to use against our enemy, as it were.
as you step
It's
through the
not
door,
against-
you notice that you're in a mansion. And particularly at a bar. Step through the back door to a bar. And
Oh, okay.
yep, back door to a bar, and you're in what appears to be a very large mansion-like structure. And Carmilla, you know exactly where you are. This is your chosen playground.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to explain it to your team member where you are or how you're doing that, feel free.
You've played the. Sorry, I will start then. You've played the original Resident Evil?
I don't have thumbs, and no, I have not.
Oh, well, we're basically in a place called the Spencer Mansion. It's basically a giant fun house of death.
Cool. Are we immune to all the effects because it's our home playground?
No, but we have more control over it than some people. Like, there's a big spider in one of the rooms. There's a snake roaming the library and stuff. The big shark in the basement.
Yeah, we got a pitch to the shark.
There's also a big plant that, well, will probably not work again for us because of Thorn, but it's there.
Okay, and who are the heroes we're facing off against? Do we know?
Thorn and Scotch.
Oh, okay, so we are playing player versus player.
Yes, player versus player.
Oh, it's gonna be so sad.
Well,
As you-
student versus student, yes.
As you hear of the PA. Team villains. Please note that you have 5 minutes before the heroes are released into their own environment. Please make any preparations you need before then. Good luck.
She'll look at the father and say, "You on the balcony. Have fun with the crows. And you, the study down that hallway."
It nods, shambles off. Meanwhile, outside, in the very far edges surrounding this mansion, there is a thick, overgrown forest called the Dark Woods. Scotch and Thorn are in a small clearing as she stands up on a stump and says, "Well, lest we prepare. Scotch, you said your abilities are stickiness and more stickiness, and I can have enough tape to basically have different thicknesses and different measures of stickiness strength as long as I don't become incapacitated. Yes, if you need a map, it's in spoilers." And he says, "Also, I can do pretty much tape golems, but they're kind of like little glass cannons. I wouldn't say they're useful." Thorn says, "I have an idea." She summons two plant like monsters, so like basically plant golems. And she says, "I'd like you to wrap your tape around the exterior of these, my fellow companions here, and make sure that they are double-sided tape, particularly duct tape, one so that can stick to the creatures, and the other one so that it can, if we get too close to our comrades, we can trap them. Also, feel free to do what you do best. Let's lay some traps for these foes of ours, so if they ever come close to our location, they'll have a sticky mess to deal with." And she says to her two golems, "You two take up the front lines and storm the castle, while we set some traps in case they come over here. You have 5 minutes. Let's make this count." As Scotch says, "You were definitely reading up on your notes." "I do what I can." As she is like planting her hands on the ground and growing like thick thorns and stuff like that, and like defensives and stuff like that. "All right, your heroes, you have your objective. Get to inside the mansion and rescue the civilians. You have 13 minutes and 30 seconds. Good luck." Mission begins.
Nomi, if you would please go to the civilians and
I'm just gonna kill him.
well, I would suggest hide.
I kill him.
As
Because
you
it
hear
says in chapter 7, sometimes you gotta kick people in the nuts when you're a hero.
Ooh,
as
owie!
How many civilians are there?
as the PA chimes, and you hear Aurora say, "Killing of the SCA representatives will result in a negative penalty against your score.
Oh, that
Remember,
sounded like
they are
me.
your
Okay.
hostages."
We will use the hostages to our advantage to well, take the fight to the heroes, as it were. I just need for you to hide yourself for a little bit and
Alright, so where
cause
are they
chaos.
located?
Where would you like to place your hostages?
In the
She,
bar.
let's see. It wouldn't be the bar because that's our safe place,
That's your rally point.
safe room. Um,
You know, if we wanted to be supervillains, I'd put them in the art room and make them all into giant statues covered with plaster and shit, or staple them up like horrible grimaces of what's it called? Tormented visages of paintings. You know, just put them up there with rictus grins.
I have something a little more humane if we want to put
We're,
on
we're
an
the-
art show.
I do look at you and go, we are the villains, right?
Yes, but
The hostages will be alive, right?
assuming we do it right.
As outside you hear.
And
For the
wait a minute.
record,
Yeah.
yeah, they are in the art room. And if we don't plaster them, Carmilla will inflict them with the blood curse of binding, and they will all be statues for a while.
I'm liking this.
All right.
But they will be relatively unharmed when they come out of it.
We do have explosives, right?
You can use whatever you need, assets you need to your advantage.
Okay,
There's
I have
there's-
several. I have several motion sensitive lipid mines with me, and they're attached to the back of everyone's skull.
All right.
Okay. Fair.
I was told, and I'm going to shout at the person who said about penalties. I said, "Hey, I thought this wasn't supposed to be taken as a simulation, so points don't matter."
All right.
Maybe next time be a little more literal with your explanations, Aurora. She says as she
Meanwhile,
will
Aurora's
actually
grumbling.
I'm sure they're pretend mines. I'm sure they're actually pretend mines, but you know.
Yeah.
With it's an aurora like somebody needs to keep this gnome on a leash.
for the record, Carmilla is going to cast invisibility on herself and climb up onto the ceiling.
There.
I'm looking for my.
As you hear over your comms, motion detect. Hear from over your comms one of the ghoul who is at the crow's lookout. I spot one of my crows has spotted two individuals making their way to the front gates.
Making their way.
Yeah. I do want to disguise myself as one of the crows, but I know I can't fly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think. Let me see spell ends when you connect. That's it. I'm small enough I could be just a fat crow.
Yep.
I just wanted to double check to see if there's anything else. It's not polymorph, so that's
Yeah, polymorph lets you use the abilities of the creature you've polymorphed into. I think it's just basic
Okay.
disguise, so you'll just be a dumb crow.
Yeah, I'll just be a crow that's hopping around. Okay.
Yep. As you see, yeah, you are actually one of the crows who spot it. There is a long vine that whips over the stone fence as ivy starts growing over the top of the fence into the garden. What do you do?
Me personally? Oh, I'm just gonna hop around with the other crow.
Yep. The crows start cawing.
The crows. Yeah, I'm gonna caw.
Yep.
I'm gonna caw over in the corner where there's shadows.
Yeah. All right. While you're doing that, yeah, you this like growth of vine starts making its way quickly towards the front door, encasing itself around the front door, prying open the door She's gonna have to roll a strength check, which is not strong. At 20. That door is ripped off its hinges and and basically disintegrates under the growth of the vines. As rising from a petal, like a large tulip petal, splitting open in the middle of the foyer, is Thorn. Ah, so this is the environment she chose. Why am I not surprised? As she flicks her hand and a small fire on her finger ignites. Come along, Scotch. As Scotch crawls out of the tulip. God, I don't ever want to do that again. Shut up and keep moving.
For the record, in the main walkway,
Mhm.
they will hear an echoing voice, the echoing voice of Carmilla. Nowhere to be seen, but hear the voice. You know, it's rude to crash one's party.
Above you, she shouts. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. 20.
All right. What? 20, and what's your AC?
16.
Okay. Yep, you succeed. As
Yeah,
a
she
vine
just runs across the.
as the vine shoots out inches from where you were last.
Yeah, she just moves out of the way. Still invisible.
Hold still, Carmilla, she says. Or shall I say Sanguine? She says. Because we have to use hero names in this environment.
Yeah. And why would I do that?
Says, you know I have dark vision. I can see exactly where you are, regardless of your stupid invisibility power. As she shoots
Yes.
another vine.
She'll
18
dodge
to
it
hit.
and it hits.
Take 3 damage.
Okay. Make a con DC 18 con save. Because the moment the
Fail.
vines touch her, she grasps spawn and casts blight.
As the vine slowly
And
decays.
And being that Thorn is magical plant creature.
Yep, how much damage?
32.
Jeez.
Oh,
Sure.
wait, no. Deals maximum damage. 8 times 8 is 48?
So 32.
64. 64. Sorry.
Okay, hold on. Let me reset to long rest. Hold on.
64 necrotic damage.
64 damage. She slumps to one knee as like her body starts like wilting, literally. And she says, Scotch, now would be a good time. As there's a loud as I need you to roll a strength saving throw.
23.
Alright. Strength, and I need to go to here where Scotch got roll. Alright. Yep. That hits. You're now ensnared.
Where are we at during this? Or where am I at during this?
You're technically still outside unless you want to move your character into the battle.
What?
Okay, I didn't know where we're moving things. Sorry.
Alright. We're in the foyer right now, on the ceiling. So,
Okay.
yeah, you have been ensnared in the
Okay.
chandelier with duct tape.
Oh,
Not you, Nomi, but
Yep.
your ally has been ensnared for 1 round.
huh. So Scotch has got her back to me and is otherwise engaged. and is subject to a sneak attack from a 20th level rogue.
Yes.
It might be bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go ahead and just do that. I've got my short FE 27.
27 with your short bow? When your short
Yeah.
rifle? Your short pistol. Okay, your energy weapon. Got it.
Yeah.
27 hits. Who are you hitting? Thorn?
Oh no, that was my number.
Oh.
I have an 18, but I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay, so roll again.
Actually, there's another thing where I have an ability. Give me just a dumb second here.
Take your time.
Sneak attack, these cunning action. Well, it's not quite reliable talent, is it? No. There was something about where it would not just, it simply wouldn't miss. Use reflexes. No. Stroke of luck. What's for short rest if you attack misses the target within range? I have an 18. I'm assuming it missed her.
No, her AC is. Yep, you hit.
Okay, well it sucks to be her.
Yep.
Let me see. I can deal an additional 10d6 damage. Well, that was thunderous. I deal 28 as an additional to my I think I deal 36 altogether, and 10 of that is piercing.
10 piercing. Jeez. All right. Thorn, who is unable to defend herself, see her like trying to throw her way through this attack by throwing up a defensive kind of like thorns,
Oh,
wall of thorns.
this was a sticky tape girl.
Oh, the sticky tape girl, Scotch. Yeah, Scotch tries to throw up like a tape wall. You just shred right through it with this gun, hitting her. She is hurt. And you hear, contestants, that is the time. Stand down. As the simulation slowly fades, and you're brought back to the holding area. Your scores will be evaluated based on your performance. Our next contestants, and will be presented to you at the end of the trials. Our next contestants are going to be. Hold on. Second one, pull that up. All right, let's see. That is Team Kratos with
Uh-oh.
Team Kratos with Muck as the heroes, fighting off against. That's interesting. Team Firebird with nope, copy again. Second. Sorry, the dice is rolling duplicate numbers and I can't allow that. Nope, not that.
Nope, not that.
Nope, come on. That's not it. Come on, give me something better than that. With the villains being.
Who am I paired with?
You're paired with Jordan, you're paired with Muck, who's like a toxic sludge character. And you're the heroes. Trish, you're paired. You're being paired with Firebird. Another student from the second year group.
Okay.
Who's being
someone that I have not taught is basically what you're.
Basically, yes.
Oh,
he is a fire He is a fire phoenix.
All right.
Contestants,
All right.
your assigned numbers are 7 for the villains. Your environment is chosen number 7, which will be Lapis's chosen environment. And Firebird, you'll be in your chosen environment. We're going to be putting 15 minutes on the clock starting now. Contestants, are you ready? Remember, the villains have 5-minute pre-setup. Good luck.
Good. So, what environments?
My environment.
Go ahead and explain it. As
Okay,
you
my
step into your
environment is a asteroid field where we're using a ship as the
base.
base.
Yeah, so basically USS Silverlight C is basically being used as this replication of the environment she has chosen.
Oh, it's also one I'm familiar with.
Yes.
Something like that, yes.
Something.
something like that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That would give me advantage in that scenario.
Yep. All right. Kratos, your environment is let me look this up. Hold on. What was your environment? I think you didn't submit your environment, did you?
No, I don't think I
Okay,
did.
so we'll just use Trish's environment. Got it.
Since
So
technically both alien in nature,
yeah, that's fair.
stuff be kind of our deal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's fair. So you guys have 5 minutes to plan. Time has started now. Where do you want to? What do you want to do? What do you want to set up?
You go first, Kratos. You're the heroes.
Heroes.
Well, no, you guys are playing as the villains. Remember?
Is Kratos a villain or a hero?
He is acting as a hero. So you
Okay.
are working with.
Okay, I'm working with fire. What their face?
Firebird. As you see this,
Firebird.
like angel-like creature walk in, and he is listening, glowing like an angel.
Okay.
He says,
I
can set fire to things. I can fly. I can.
Okay, we're going to be doing an awful lot of flying because my environment is an I show the
Yeah, you have it up on the
That.
holo monitor.
Yeah, I have it up on the monitor. So my
Interesting.
idea.
No, I cannot breathe in space.
This is a simulation.
But if I'm correct, the simulation, regardless, will act like the real thing.
Damn it! I wish I could make air breathers. I don't think that's one of my spells. It isn't. It's not one of my spells.
It says, I suggest we stay in the ship if we're going to defend this turf.
Yes, but we can't stay in the ship. This is a safe place.
We can defend one area in the ship and make it our safe place. Isn't that the rule, Aurora? As he speaks to like the void. That is correct, contestant. Select one location within the vessel to consider your safe space. The rest of the ship is free reign.
I'll have my very toxic partner set up a sludge barrier around around the objective.
Okay.
This will be zooming around the ship on patrol.
All right.
And using the speed force to his advantage.
You guys haven't been really set, but thank you for your plan.
You
guys have 2 more minutes to make a plan. The heroes are released.
All right. I look at Fire. What is the person's name again?
Firebird.
Firebird. Okay. Whatever our objective is, we need to keep the heroes away from them. Let's play keep away.
Understood. Your objective has been. And hear the PA say, since no objective was determined, we have decided to make the computer core the primary objective for your team. Heroes, you have 1 minute before you're released. Villains, time is ticking.
Well, you've heard my plan. Let's keep them away from the computer core.
Heroes, you're now welcome to. You're welcome to storm the ship. As the docking arm doors open to your shuttle docked on the ship.
All right.
Kratos. What do you do?
Kratos. Kratos is, went.
He had to go AFK. Hold on, let me see. You, and it was Firebird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have another person join this group, and that would have been Jordan, but Jordan's AFK. So in that case, we're just gonna have sub in. So I'm gonna roll for another contestant to sub in, and that is Slingshot.
Okay.
He is a basically a boomerang character.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
As Slingshot and you, Slingshot exits along with and he is going to bound his way through the halls with purpose.
Yeah, obviously.
Who is Slingshot?
Slingshot is an NPC working with you, Jordan.
Okay.
Yep. Jordan, he is moved ahead of you and is making his way down the hall with purpose and no care in the world if there are any traps or obstacles in his way.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just start doing my light speed patrol rounds.
All right, you're flickering through the halls. Villains, do you have any traps in the halls that are nearby that you'd like to trigger?
Well, that's the problem. My character does not do traps.
There. All right, Muck is going to roll his ability as dripping from the ceiling, Kratos, as you're running through the hall. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
$19.
19. You see it, but you can't react as quickly as you can, as you are now skidding down the hallway like a slip and slide on your feet. You just put out an oil slick in the hallway.
My own teammate, or
No, not your own teammate. You're the opposing enemy. You just walked right into you ran right into their trap, literally. You skidded right past the door to the computer core.
the slide past.
Yep.
From the friction.
Yeah, you slide past the door to the. Yep. And
Did the slick jump to the wall and then back to solid ground.
roll me an athletics check, please.
Oh, nice.
What did you get?
Natural 20.
All right.
Nice.
I will give you a particular thing. As you jump over, you notice that there's one of the civilians has managed to escape the computer core and has made a dash for it into the hallway where Kratos is. He says, "Help us, help us. They're holding us hostage. They're about to detonate the computer core. Destroy us all."
I'm
Okay.
on my way. Stop the detonation sequence.
All right.
Okay. Can I see Kratos?
No, you cannot. I mean, you can see him on like the cameras in your safe zone. So you're monitoring the situation from your safe zone. You can do that, but you don't directly see him
Okay.
unless you'd like to
I-
move to that location.
I'm going to tell
Yep. Firebird.
Firebird. Time to play keep away.
With
Keep.
pleasure. There's on this like slick floor, a fire erupts out of nowhere. It is now a flaming inferno in this hallway. The heat is very hot. Almost too hot. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. Kratos.
Kratos is
AFK again.
yeah.
Alright, I have his character sheet, so I will roll for him because I can do that. Con saving throw. You rolled a 15, which is not enough, as he is coughing and wheezing in the smoke.
Okay.
And he is now going to do an action where he's going to use his athletics, create a whirlwind to try to put out the fire.
Right.
He succeeds. The fire is extinguished. Standing
All
there
right.
is Muck and Firebird.
All right. At this point, I can see him, right?
Yes, you can see him on the camera.
Have him roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Muck or Kratos?
Kratos.
Kratos, wisdom saving throw. Got it. What is the DC?
18.
Oh, he fails miserably. I'm so sorry,
Okay,
Kratos.
he is charmed.
He is now in love with what? Or how is he charmed?
Okay. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance, and when the spell ends, the creature knows that they've been charmed by you. Basically, what I just did was go, Kratos, don't you want to be on our side?
No, I've never actually played a villain. It would be fun. You hear a loud buzzer, and that is time. The team member has been incapacitated.
I just, it was the only thing I could do because everything else would have, we're not supposed to kill anybody, so that was the only thing I could do that was not killing.
Yeah, fair.
Also, simply punch with the speed of lightning, with lightning attached.
The time was called. The match is over. You were incapacitated. Part of the rules is if you incapacitate any team member on the opposing side, the match ends.
I'm so sorry, Kratos. I cast Charm Person on you.
Damn.
It's okay. It's how it happens. All right,
I'm really sorry.
As you all return to the waiting room, the other matches carry out. Now is a time to discuss what you did wrong, what you could have done better as like just random groups of people. As you're reviewing your results. For Thorn, the offensive strategy was good. However, the approach to the offensive strategy was not well thought out, as she neglected to protect her ally in combat, resulting in her ally being incapacitated and cornered by the opposing team. As a result, she has only earned 75 points. Not enough to qualify. For Carmilla, using multiple lookouts as a tactical strategy to alert your team as to the approach of the oncoming heroes, also earned you bonus points in favor of your defensive strategy and capability. However, you didn't account for the fact that Scotch was capable of setting up a trap ahead of you as you tried to flee back to your home base, resulting in a minus 15 point penalty for situational and environmental awareness. You, however, have earned 80 points. You will be qualified for certification. Gnome. You unfortunately didn't participate very much actively in the battle, so therefore you did take a very heavy hit in terms of combat capability. However, you earned points in the offensive strategic section of this exam, where you gained 60 points towards that advantage, resulting in you barely passing. You have earned
back of the head of the hero off.
You've earned 81 points, just on the cusp of 80 just to pass. Kratos. While you were captured, you did take a 30% hit to your points. However, you did have a plan and unique strategy to extinguish the fire that could have caused great damage to the environment and the civilians contained in the room next door. As a result, you've also gained a plus 45 points. Your total score, unfortunately, is 79, 1 point off from passing.
Oh, come on! Not fair.
As
Really?
for... Sorry. It's what the calculation came to. Right. And for our NPCs, Firebird, unfortunately, did not pass because he only created one offensive slash defensive attack, which resulted in damage to the environment and could have killed the hostages in the process. Muck also did not pass because they aided in the potential destruction of the environment. However, it did hinder the oncoming hero's potential rescue attempt. So he scored a little bit higher, but not enough to pass. Firebird scored a 51, while Muck scored a 62. Those are the results for the qualification test. Lapis.
Right.
Did I say you passed?
Huh?
Did I say your score or no?
No, you haven't said my score.
Okay, thank you for reminding me. I was looking at my list and going through the characters who I haven't checked off yet. Okay, Lapis.
Yes.
Use your environment to your advantage. You do gain plus 15 points for having prior knowledge of this environment and the fact that you are a former hero. So it's kind of a little bit of a bias bonus, but it's only 5 points bonus because it's the recertification. So, but you did deploy commanding strategy and utilize the environment to your advantage, while informing and taking leadership and informing your fellow allies on your team of what to do and how to deploy your strategy effectively. As a result, you have gained 82 points. You can maintain your hero status.
Right.
1 point for knowledge of the ship.
Yeah.
You may give it to consideration.
What?
Repeat.
The knowledge of the environment.
Yeah, because Kratos
Shows the same environment.
Yeah, Kratos also knew the environment.
So he, as
It was
As you-
modeled after ship.
yeah, as you make that clear to the judges, as well as Aurora, who's in the room, and she says, "You do have a fair point. Give us a few moments, and the judges will reconsider. We need to evaluate this situation."
No, you don't.
I look over at Kratos and go, "Hey, I'm speaking up for you. I mean the fact that you missed it by 1 point, that was not right."
The judges are over in the corner talking quietly. Yeah. Yeah. There is a point that he did have some creativity, although the other judge says, but he did come up with the same exact, almost similar environment to the other contestant. So, yeah, you do make a fair point. However, it is technically based off his own concept, says another judge. And Aurora says, well, since we're at a stalemate, I'll make the final vote in favor of Kratos. He's a new student. I feel like he deserves a chance. It's settled. He has earned 85 points, as the number flashes up on the screen as certified.
I look over at Kratos. I think I argued well for you, or did we argue both well for you?
I think we both argued our point.
We did.
For
I mean,
those
we
who-
are both fans to Earth and very familiar with starship designs.
For those of you who
Very
have passed
true.
the certification or recertification of your current hero license, those who are first timers for the certification exam, congratulations, says Aurora. She's standing at the podium. You'll receive your hero credentials within 1 week. Please keep in mind that with hero credentials, you are solely responsible for the lives of the civilians in the entire planet. Your actions do have consequences. Keep this in mind when you are performing any heroic activities. The IHA will protect you under certain laws, but that does not give you free rein to perform your heroic duties as you deem fit. Remember, this world is ruled by villains. Therefore, and there's a loud explosion as the wall next to everyone blasts inward. Standing amongst the smoke and rubble are 2 individuals. Everyone knows all too well. Go ahead, Cheshire, and please go ahead, our other villain. Sorry, I forgot your name.
That's fine. The one that looks like an overgrown fairy
Yep.
walks in and says, I'm sorry, Aurora, am I crashing your party?
Who the
I
hell
do
let
believe
you
we
in?
are.
Security! As several guards assemble with guns.
Oh no, that won't do.
As she shouts to the guards and the
So,
students, everyone get back.
Technique to generate electricity
Yep.
and a large amount of it, which he will discharge into the ground, sending a shockwave at the villains.
All right, you're rolling your shock ability, so I have to do spell attacks.
Okay, so does the villains have to roll anything against that?
First
Kratos?
question for Kratos: are you raging?
Yes.
Okay, rage is enabled, so you get a +4 to your melee attack. So +4. Yep. Right. Roll that.
I can roll it if you need me to.
I rolled it for you. You guys need to beat. Well, just you need to beat a DC 25.
Well, hang on a second.
Yes.
He's doing this at the villains, right? He's
Yes.
trying to hit our AC. He's already hit my AC, which is an
Yes.
18.
Okay.
Okay. I do not know what the Queen of Thorns' AC is.
No, it's 15.
Okay.
Hit.
So he
Well,
hit.
So you guys are already on edge for it.
How much damage do you do with the electricity, dear heart?
6 plus.
The similar to a taser blast or
Take 12 damage each.
What?
12 damage.
12? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, look, dear, they have heroes, and new ones at that.
Aren't the little babies adorable?
Well, I mean, that one over there, the one that looks like the vampire, he's interesting.
I don't think she just looks like one.
Do you think she actually is one? Curiouser and curiouser. Which she will now walk up to Seguin.
what?
As one of the guards jumps in front of them and trains their gun at you. What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? She takes out her rapier and snickershees.
All right. Roll the attack.
That's a
Also-
32.
What's the rate?
What? Who? Did you say
Initiate
Kratos?
sword and shield.
Sword and shield. Okay, you're using that ability. Cool. Are you jumping in front of this attack?
I'll be going to help my comrade.
So you're jumping in front of the attack. In that
Yes,
case, what is your AC?
I have no idea. You're looking at the sheet, not me.
All right. What was the attack roll?
32.
That hits you, Kratos. Unfortunately, I'm gonna roll a
It
d12
does.
for your
What's-
damage soak.
What's
What?
my armor? It's the shield.
Yes.
What's the shield blocking ability?
A d12 roll.
So
So
Yeah,
you
I could probably
soak
wa-
6, which is gonna soak this 6. So take the damage of -6 from that.
Hang on, I've got to roll my damage, dear heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
my turn.
That's
1 second.
that's
1
12.
second.
Hang on. Let's see. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with the attack using this magic weapon, because this is a magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Oh! Owie! Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to. I think you and I are friends, Kratos.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to take one part of this, copy this, and send that to you as a DM because I'm not going to read that out. I've got to find you.
Go to the VC, right click, just
Eh,
name message.
yeah. Okay. Right. Message. There it is. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We are friends. This is what my weapon does. And I'm real sorry. But that's at the beginning of each of your turns, not my turns.
As that's Cheshire's weapon.
Yes, that is Cheshire's weapon. So when we get back to you, then I'll roll the damage there, but you can make the saving throw as it's written there.
Okay.
Okay, but that's at your turn, not mine.
Yeah. Well, my
So-
healing would negate some of that.
Yes, it would. That's kind of the reason why I sent that to you, so then you could mitigate that.
How much damage?
The damage that I did to him, that was 12, but
So it's
what I
total
sent to him was what I sent to him was the rest of that particular what my rapier
Okay.
actually does.
Yep. So you take 6 damage for now. It soaks.
Yes. Well, he's raging, right?
Yes. So
Okay, so this was piercing damage. I think you've got a resistance against piercing damage when you're raging, right?
yes. So that
Yeah.
would be. So you gain 4 back.
Yeah.
But technically, he only takes 2 damage.
Technically, he only takes 2 because he's raging.
Yes. Cool. All right. Now, continue with expose, please.
Who's next?
Thorn is going to try and strain the Queen of Roses, which is just gonna be all kinds of silly.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Thor, let's see. That would be that would be that. What do I want to
Because
roll?
the Queen of Roses is the equivalent of an archdruid.
Fair.
At this point, yes.
All right. Okay, that's silly.
Oh, that's the reason why Chester couldn't affect the artifact.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I see that now.
Da-da-da-da. Yep. Because Thorn thinks this is appropriate.
Of course, Thorn thinks it's inappropriate.
You are now. There's a loud, loud cracking of bones and popping of muscles and stuff like that. As Thorn is no longer Thorn. There's a. If you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z, there is a giant golden ape in the room.
Nice. I like that. Okay.
Well, I have to figure out how many points I have to spend for this. Oh, it's a full action. Okay. So she is wild shaped.
Okay.
And that is her action. She can't do anything else.
Okay.
So yeah. Who else wants to attack the baddies before we close
Well,
out?
I mean, we do have a gnome.
Gnome?
Gnome.
You have
Hang out
read
in the
briefly
corner.
about these heroes. These villains, sorry. These villains. Not heroes. They're
We're
definitely
villains, not heroes.
One is a former hero. Both were
Yes,
former
one is-
heroes, but yeah.
Yes. You are.
Okay. Let me see. Well, I've got. Well, I do. I mean, I do have basically my backstab, which would probably be helpful.
True.
But
Boom, push.
otherwise engaged.
Hmm.
Let me see. Spell-like effect. I'm gonna pretend.
Hmm.
All right. Let me see. I'll just just hop in and blast one in the kneecaps with a gun and see what happens.
Oh boy.
Whoever the one is the former hero will probably be called out by me.
Technically,
Specifically, I'm just gonna.
Both of
What?
them
yeah.
are.
Both of them are.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
they were
well,
first generation.
okay. Best target of opportunity, so I'll just be hiding in the shadows. What I'm
love
gonna do
it.
is I'm gonna blast them and then I'm gonna disengage, use my bonus action to disengage and go back in the shadows.
Roll to hit.
Because that's how that works.
Yep.
I rolled a 21.
Double the damage.
Ooh. No, wait, that's not a net. That's not a net 20.
Oh yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Oh,
Sorry,
it's not
my
that
bad.
20,
Dirty
it's a 21 dirt. Yeah,
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Got it.
it's 21 enough.
All right, so then normal damage. Sorry, I didn't know if it was nat 20 or not. That's why I was asking.
Okay.
Who is this at?
Yeah, who's this on?
Who are you
That doesn't
targeting?
matter because
I said whoever was closest to me, you can just pick then.
make that Cheshire.
Yeah, the
Okay,
paladin
40
always takes the hit first.
45
much.
points of damage.
Wow.
11 of it is piercing.
Okay, so you said how much damage do you hurt?
45.
45. Dang.
Well, there's 34 sneak attack and 11 piercing.
Owie.
This gnome doesn't mess around. You better
I
get to
got a
gnome them.
gun. I got a gun and I stare at people a lot.
No, me's got a gun.
And yeah, I know. Everybody run.
Thank you.
He's a gnome on the
Um,
run with a gun.
It's
no,
okay.
yeah. Let me see. And then what I'll do is, do my bonus action to return back to the
Mhm.
use my cunning action to make a dash or to disengage.
All right.
Cool. That is your
If
turn.
I was never in there, so I'll just go and use it as a hide.
As you hide amongst the rest of the students somewhere.
Sure, I'm gonna hide among the squishiest, fattest guys I can find. The guy that the guy that decided to try and sit on me. I think I'm gonna be shooting out from between his legs.
There.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
I like that.
And as this battle ensues, that is where we're going to. Actually, before we end, Nomi, I
Yeah,
would like you to say one last line, if you could. It is the
You
name
know,
of the episode, or some kind of like punch phrase or something that has the title, the name of the episode in it.
it's the title of the episode.
Get to know us.
Get to
Get
know
to-
us. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
As you fire off this last shot.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh gosh. All right. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one.
Fair enough.
Never gnome your heroes.
I will start off
Oh.
with
that's
an
fair.
electricity to my blade. We'll put in the next round.
As you charge up your plate and it's crackling with energy, and you hear this call to like rally the troops. That is where we're going to end today's episode of Heroes Core Season 3, Episode 3, Get to Know Us. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on Heroes Core. I am PA Kenny, USA, AKRT Studios. Patrick Kenny. I play Harper West. I play Aurora. I played all the baddies. Some of the NPC heroes that I had to make. God fucking damn it. And I'm going to pass it over to our dear professor in training.
I am Lapis Witch. No, I am Trisha Welsh. I played Lapis Witch. Wow, my brain is just misfired.
Better check
Wow.
that. Better check your ammo.
Yeah.
Make sure you're
I
not
also
using Nomi's
play-
gun.
Hey, it's a nice gun.
Yes.
I also play Cheshire. Thank you for letting me use the use my sticker Steve. And yeah, I'm going to pass it now to Kratos.
Thank you. Once again, I am Jordan, and I played the very charismatic Kratos, who rivals most, if not all, demigods in any universe. Not quite a god, but not quite human. So that's me. Hope you find it electrifying. Aimed at Cheshire.
For the record, Cheshire 2 is a demigod.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, she is. Yes.
Oh yeah, perfect matchup.
And now,
Yeah, I'm Katie Wynn. I played Carmilla and the goddess known as the Queen of Roses.
Who's back?
And yeah, that's going to be an unfortunate turn of events for two of the heroes at the very least.
That's true.
Gnome on.
I was Naomi. Seeing as I don't have that many hit points, we'll see how long that lasts when you guys continue.
That's
And I've got a blaster, but the most important thing is that I know where to aim.
that is very
You
true.
know, I always want to hit gnome base.
oh,
Thanks.
that was terrible.
What's today?
Thank
Gnome
you.
Run?
One takes psychic damage.
Everyone.
Time to hit a gnome run.
I already said it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, we all gotta go gnome sometimes. I think.
oh. Yes, you're on the same level as my hubby.
I suddenly discovered I hate you all.
Nat is really good. Nat's on fire in chat too.
Yeah.
He finally woke up. I think he had his third cup of coffee. He's back.
Yes.
Thank you, Architects of Fate, for joining us, by the way.
Thank you.
That was Nat Too Shabby from Architects.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yes.
Welcome in. I am.
Let me throw this out there. I also stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Over on my channel, which is Leo Sky 2. I'm a variety streamer, so please come and watch me. I stream from 2 Central Time to 5 Central Time.
All right, and I think have another streamer in the house. So.
Oh yes.
Would that be me?
Yes,
Yeah.
that would be you.
Oh, that would be me. If you want to put up a shout out to Architects of Fate, thank you. I stream over on Architects of Fate on Fridays. We run a show called Cookie Trek every Friday night. We get the weekend rolling or end of the week, and you sit with us, make up a Star Trek story. All of Star Trek is in play, and enjoy some cookies. So it's a good chance to just kick back for about 90 minutes. Let whatever substance of choice that you've ingested since you stopped work, take effect. And this week we had tactical orcas because we had special cetacean ops. So yeah, that was going to be fun. Anyway, but Architect has a couple of Star Trek shows and a couple of D&D shows if they go over and check those out.
Yes, and also thank you, Simon the Cat, for joining us.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you back as another guest reappearance if you have the time and you're able. Your character is still considered alive, so that we didn't kill them off yet.
Yet.
Go for it. You do have my permission, by the way. I don't know how you handle it, but you do. I think you have access to my sheet, or you may not.
I don't, so it's your character, but
I'll get it over. But I can do it if it needs to be continued to keep them kind of quote unquote alive. In the story or the universe for you.
That's fine, and I don't. Do you let me GM NPC them if you're not present, right?
Yes, yeah. That's exactly what it is. Or if another player wishes to take them over, I can put together some.
You can send them your sheet.
Play notes or whatever they're called. Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that being said,
although
go ahead.
In the absence, Kratos might use Nomi as a tee for his golf set. Because he's at just the right height to be the tee off.
That's only if you put a pointy hat on him.
Nomi is going to report bullying to the headmaster.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this note to start circulating because that's going to be hilarious.
All
For
right.
the record, Carmilla wouldn't stand for it either.
Yes.
And neither does Lapis, so
Yeah. So Kratos,
They
you're
in dark at some point.
yes.
Yep.
Kratos is gonna be in the Hall of Fate, because yeah, that's basically detention for you. But we'll determine that later on. Until then, I'm P. Kenny USA, KRT Studios, Patrick Kenny. As I said, I play most of the NPC heroes and stuff like that. Join us not next week and not the following week after, because I am going on vacation. Yes, Harper and the studio team are actually going on vacation to somewhere in Ocean City. Can't say where, but Ocean City somewhere. And yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
nobody needs the Countessa to go off on her own.
no.
no, please don't. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. Preferably, so next time we meet up, I think it's gonna be this game, right?
No, it's not.
No, it's gonna
It's
be your
Doctor
game.
Who.
It's gonna
It's
be
Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who. So we'll see you next time in a tiny little blue box. Until then, be empowered to play, and always keep an eye on your sidekicks. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Another season we leave behind.
stay tuned after the show because we'll be raiding into Veilhat, playing Avatar and Avatar Frontier. Thanks for joining us here on Heroes Core. We'll see you next time in a little blue box.
Over the past 5 decades, the Pegasus Travel Company has strived to deliver the highest standard of travel excellence our customers have become accustomed to. But this time, we've gone from being ordinary to truly extraordinary. From breathtaking views, premium fine dining, and exquisite services, it's no wonder our company soars above the rest. However, this time, we want to invite you to experience something truly unique. Something otherworldly, something breathtaking, introducing an experience that surpasses all emotion, all expectations, leaving you speechless in all senses of your imagination, introducing a sensation that soars above them all and brings harmony to us all. Welcome aboard the Harmony of the Stars. Be attuned to every wonder, exclusively available from the Pegasus Travel Company. Tickets available now for our maiden voyage across the stars. Book now while space is available. Visit our website at www.pegasustravelgroups.com/home/harmony to learn more about this amazing once-in-a-lifetime experience. Soar towards the stars this March during our maiden voyage on March 9th and become part of the Harmony of the Stars. The Harmony of the Stars, exclusively flying in the Star Citizen Staten star systems. Limited cabin spaces available. Book now while supplies last. Pegasus Rewards members can now receive access to this vessel as part of our newest travel offer. Use promo code HARMONY924 to receive complimentary tickets and free passage aboard the only starship in the Star 5i Citizen galaxies. The Harmony of the Stars by the Pegasus Corporation. Soar towards something new.